I woke up to a good sight this morning. I have a 5.0 rating on DoorDash, and I figured I might as well test it out, see if I get better orders, see if they're the same. We got our first one for Chipotle for $6.50. The Chipotle order was ready when we got to the restaurant. It was just sitting there right on the shelf. Always love to see that. And it was only about a 4-minute drive to the customer. As far as declining orders before I got the first one, I declined about 10 to 15. So there really wasn't any difference there. We'll see if we get larger orders later on in the day. Let's see, Kristen, right? There you go. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. I was very, very happily surprised that we got $10.50 for that order, which is just insane. They only ordered like a meal for one person. I was not expecting that at all. Again, like I had to reject quite a few orders before getting that one, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it or the customer rating. Maybe they favored me for that order. I don't want to say that. At least we're going to test it out more today. We accepted another $6.50 order for DoorDash after declining a ton of orders, $5.50 and below. I was like, yeah, I mean, the first one, $6.50, it's a short distance. I thought there might be a decent chance that it would be more than $6.50, even though it was only one item. I did accept that, but I also had Uber on because I'm just trying to make as much money as possible. So if there's a decent Uber order, I'm probably gonna take it. And this happened, $10 for 2.6 miles. It's actually a shorter distance than the other one for DoorDash, and it's $10 and could have a hidden tip. Okay, we're gonna take this, unassign the DoorDash order, and then we will get back to DoorDash. The order wasn't ready immediately, but I think that's just because I got a second order while I was standing in there. It said plus 0.1 miles, plus 3 minutes, and I actually got this message that said order has the same drop-off location. I've never seen this before, and I was really surprised. I was like, oh, okay, it's 2 orders going to the same office building. Like, sure, I guess that's fine, I'll take it. So I had to wait like an extra 2-3 minutes to get that order. And when I swiped to start the delivery, I found out I'm actually going to a house. So it's 2 different orders, 2 different names on it, but it's going to the same house. Like that's really nice, because I thought, okay, I was probably gonna have to like walk all around an office building to go to the next customer, but this one is amazing. And then we'll get back to DoorDash after this. So it turns out that message saying that the drop-off location was the exact same as the first order I accepted, that's completely false. I don't even know why that message popped up if it wasn't going to be true. The locations were pretty close. It was just like a 0.1 mile drive to the customer, but completely different area of that neighborhood. So the location was not the same. That could be really bad if you were delivering to like 2 high-rise apartment complexes right next to each other, and like you have to come down from the 8th floor, drive your car to the next parking lot, go up to the 7th floor of the other one. Like that would be really annoying, especially when you are expecting it to be the same location. That's just weird. Very weird that Uber would do that. Before I got back to the hotspot, I got a Chick-fil-A order for $6.50, a very short distance, and there were 8 items. So I said, why not? I don't like Chick-fil-A. They never have the orders ready, but I'll just do it. And yeah, I had to wait. It was almost 10 minutes. That was pretty upsetting, honestly. They just had so many carry-out orders, and they all served them first before any of the DoorDash drivers. Honestly, for the amount of time I waited in that Chick-fil-A, I was really hoping to receive more than I did. It was $7. It went up from $6.50, so I'm not gonna like sit here and complain, but it did take a while, even though it was only 1.5 miles for $7. And now we are waiting for a DoorDash or an Uber Eats order. Hopefully DoorDash, because we can keep testing out this 5.0 customer rating to see if it's doing anything for me. But as of right now, I don't know, because I haven't gotten an order in a couple minutes, and the ones that I did receive while driving back to this area were not that great. Otherwise, I would have already been on another delivery by now. This one is another $6.50 offer. It's for 3 items. I don't know if it's gonna go up from here. I hope it does, but I can't guarantee that. I only had to wait maybe like 20 seconds for the order to be ready, so I can't complain with that pickup. We're off to the customer. They don't have any instructions on how to find their office suite. So I already texted them, I'm gonna call him, but so far no response. Right before I called the customer, he actually was walking towards my car before I got close enough to the office building. So it was a very easy drop off. I'm really grateful for that. And instead of $6.50, I got $7. Okay, that's decent. I mean, it's not like spectacular or anything like that, but I didn't expect it to be like that busy out today. I was hoping that maybe the 5.0 rating could carry me. But actually, before we dropped that one off, we got another really good Uber order. This one is for over $10 for about 4.5 miles. So I figured I might as well accept this one instead of driving the 1.5 miles back to the hotspot and hoping for something anywhere close to this. So of course I'm gonna take it, and then we'll get back on DoorDash. Well, if that restaurant was a less than pleasant experience, they didn't even start on the order until I got there and told them I was here to pick it up. And it took them a couple minutes for them to even acknowledge my existence. So that was a lot longer than I would have liked, but it was still over $10, which is so fantastic. And that was larger than the biggest DoorDash order I've got today, so I guess that's all right. We went back to the hotspot, got a DoorDash order here for $6.50, another one. I think I might have only accepted $6.50 orders from DoorDash today. There is definitely a reason why I'm accepting $6.50 orders. It's because they have a chance of hidden tips, and anything lower than that in my area will not. So that's what the magic number I'm always looking for on every single DoorDash order, and hopefully it's higher than $6.50 at some points, but that's just like the bare minimum I want to accept orders for. I only had to wait about 1 minute for the food, so that was good, and we are only about 5 minutes away from the customer. Another DoorDash order, another hidden tip. As soon as we made our way to the 3rd story of that apartment building, we found out it was $7.50. It's pretty slow, almost 2 p.m. now, pretty much end of the lunch rush, and there really was not anything good happening. I didn't want to do another Uber order, I wanted to do a DoorDash order, but there was just nothing. So we took this $9 order for 3 miles. I might as well do it because I'm still trying to make money. I guess we'll see what happens after this order, but this 5.0 rating, I don't know. The order was pretty much ready in that restaurant, and then we drove the 5-6 minutes to the customer. Pretty decent, but as we were approaching, something very strange popped up on my screen. It said, I got another order, and it said, oh, this one has the same drop-off as the other one. And I was like, what does that even mean? Because I'm gonna drop off this order first and then do that next Uber order if I accept it. So obviously I don't want that. And then the next order said the exact same thing. And I was like, what? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, I really appreciate this feature if it was working correctly, but that's just like the weirdest thing ever, because I know that it's 100% wrong. So very weird. Now that we've completed that Uber order, let's talk about the DoorDash 5.0 rating. I really do not think that it really made a big difference today. I mean, it was supposed to be slow, and it kind of was. We got some decent orders, some pretty good orders too, and you know, it was all right. It was an okay shift, nothing crazy, nothing that great. So that means so far it hasn't really had a huge impact on my orders. But I know that DoorDash likes to calculate statistics at the end of the month, and if I can keep the 5.0 rating going until the end of the month, and then we can start testing it out next month, it may change a little bit, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So if you want to stick with me until then and we can see how it goes, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Click on here to see the next DoorDash video recommended for you, and I'll see you next time.